Danny Kruger.
Thank you very much indeed, Madam Chair. I rise to speak in support of new clause 1, which would ensure that this House had a vote before any money was paid to the government of Mauritius under this treaty. And I support it because this demonstrates a very important principle of this House asserting its rightful role, both as the guardian of public money, but also as the guardian of British sovereignty. And the privileges of this House, Madam Chair, have been serially insulted in a series of debates we've had today. I just want to quickly mention, I mean, we see here with this new treaty the height of what we've seen today, which is a dereliction of the responsibilities of this House and of the government. So we heard earlier in the urgent question on the China spy case that politicians should not be consulted on the...
The honourable gentleman will keep in scope of this bill and not seek to rehash urgent questions held earlier. Danny Kruger.
I understand, Madam Chair, and of course you're quite right. The point I was simply making is that there has never been a government so reluctant to actually govern as the one we have today. And we've heard from honourable members how baffling this decision to surrender the Chagos Islands is, and the only rational decision that can account for it is some kind of secret deal with China. I don't know if that's the case. That's what's happened. It might well be that they're absolute, their obeisance to international law trumps national sovereignty. And in fact, there is no rational decision behind this, no rational calculation behind this decision, except that of their submission to their ideas of international law. Happy to give way.
Madam Chair, I do again have to take very serious issue with what he is suggesting. Because if what he's suggesting is true, why then does the United States, our Five Eyes partners, our other key allies, support this deal? It protects our national security. It secures the base on Diego Garcia. Why would they support it? It's no secret deal. This is absolute nonsense.
Well, I'm grateful to him. I suspect there's been a private conversation with the American government as well, and they have extended, in recognition of the fait accompli that this government has yielded to Mauritius, this somewhat limited statement of support for the deal as some kind of favour to the Prime Minister in exchange for other support that he's given them on other matters. The fact is, this deal is bad for Britain, bad for Britain's sovereignty. And behind the scenes, we know that the Americans do not support it. But I want to talk about secret deals, and my only real addition to the debate, because very, very powerful points have been made in it already, Madam Chair, is that actually that secret deals have been done with respect to the Chagos Islands in the past. And there is archival evidence that's come out recently under the 30-year rule of secret deals done with respect to the base of Diego Garcia between the British government of the day, the Thatcher government, and the American administration. That deal was done in the national interest. What it was that the renewal of the nuclear deterrent, the Trident programme, which was being set up in those years, there was an agreement with the Americans whereby they could expand their access and the use of Diego Garcia in exchange for a reduction in the fee, essentially, that the British government was charged for collaboration of the Trident programme. So we had to pay significantly less than we would have otherwise because of our expanded access that we were giving to the Americans in those years. It was called the Diego Trident package in the negotiations and the correspondence that was going on between the British and the Americans at that time. It was kept quiet for understandable reasons. We only know it now. I won't worry that there is a similar lack of transparency going on around this deal, but as I say, it cannot possibly be one that is in the national interest. Happy to give way.
Gentleman giving way, and it's precisely trying to get to the bottom of why. Why would they do this? And the hundreds of people who worked at the Virgo plant in my constituency, sold out by the Prime Minister in a personal call with the President of the United States when he surrendered the entire bioethanol market in this country to the United States with nothing in return at the end of an already concluded negotiation for a trade deal. It's things like that that make us worry. What is behind this? What is the secret deal? And exactly who is being sold out?
I'm very, very grateful to the right honourable gentleman. He's absolutely right. And the key demand clearly this House is making is for greater transparency about what is going on behind the scenes with this deal. And I do implore the House to insist that before Parliament accepts any new arrangement for the sovereignty over the Chagos Islands, that the ministers will explain what is going on, and specifically I'd be interested to know if they're aware, the minister is aware of any effect on our nuclear posture, any relationship between the deal that's being done today and its implications for our deterrent. The debate is vital to our national interest, and I would be very grateful to understand if any discussions have been had with reference to those deals that were done many years ago about the relationship with the nuclear deterrent.